Welcome to the BXG Podcast, the podcast where pop culture and nerd culture meet.
You think it's just going to be barbecue sauce?
Because if you actually read those books, it's just gobbledygook.
I really think clothes should be mandatory.
Speaking of Star Wars,
Captain America.
trailer reaction video.
Those are too many.
To Chainsaw Man we go. And I had a couple issues with this episode, but we'll get to that. The basic tenor is that the team survived the onslaught somehow, and Aki, barely alive, has to sign a lease with the new devil because his are out. He only has about 2 years to live based on the curse from the sword. And Denji and Power get a new trainer, the best devil hunter ever, who's also a horrible alcoholic. And we learn that basically, as long as they keep dumping blood down both of their gullets, they're pretty much immortal.
Yeah.
So that's fun. And they try to get the drop on him and that sort of thing. But thoughts. This is before you jump into this. This is another one, and I've talked about it throughout the series. This is another just anime trope that's found in so many of these shows where it's like, okay, you're really good at fighting or whatever, but you're not quite good enough. So we're going to have to give you a trainer. And that trainer, most of the time, is going to be kind of a piece of shit. Like a little bit of a has-been, past his prime, but still can kick your ass. And we're going to need you to sift through that person's personal baggage and allow them to make you better. So, with that being said, what were your takeaways?
It reminded me of like a drama on like ABC that would be on like Thursdays at 10. Based off what you said. And I had that already set up where it's like, okay, you're going to be a lawyer, but wait a second. We got to bring this other guy that's been doing law now for, he's went through it all. He's seen everything. He's forgotten more than you'll ever know, but he's also an alcoholic. And that's like literally the idea. It was so weird that you said I read it because I was just like, when I'm watching this, I'm laughing. I'm just like, this is an ABC show on Thursdays at 10, the way this episode was built up. Exactly that.
With a lot more blood and...
Yeah, but with a lot more blood,
boobs.
but like that doesn't even really matter. It's like kind of that thing where like that there's a point where it's like Chainsaw Man, like the blood and stuff doesn't even matter anymore. Once you've seen it, you've seen it. Like throwing up in the mouth was gross and that sucked. That was disgusting. But like the blood is just the blood. And somehow they got through it, which I mean, that's a whole other thing. I don't know how they actually survived that, but whatever. It was very tropey. I didn't like it. Like I said, it was a weird and wild episode, and it just didn't. I don't know. I think it was just that, like I said, it was the ABC drama on Thursdays or whatever would be like the worst night of the week for like a ABC drama. Tuesday. It's the worst Tuesday. Okay, fine. Tuesday, worst night for an ABC drama because it's just taking like literally the tropes that every single drama's ever used, and that's what we did. It's like, well, here we're gonna bring in the best we have, but he's not really the best. He's just better than you, and then he's also got his own problems, and we have to learn from that. So, I really like this show, but this episode I was pretty over with pretty quickly. Honestly, it just didn't make sense to me. I honestly didn't enjoy it. It was the first episode I think I would say I just didn't enjoy.
I liked it. I think that
good.
Part of that is because, like, having seen this storyline and so many things prior, like Naruto and Full Metal Alchemist, stuff like that, you get the feel for it. And then I get dialed into, because this show is insane, what are they going to have to do to beat this guy? And so that's what I am like dialed into, because in my head, I'm like, okay, well, eventually they're going to win because they have to get better to be able to take down the Gun Devil, whatever. But to do that, it's going to require complete and total insanity.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was in on it, and seeing them kind of come up with this plan where they're going to ambush him and then it just completely goes awry was also pretty entertaining. But the Aki side story, or the B story, whatever you want to call it, was a little bit, it's kind of a downer, but I think it was supposed to be. I mean, this was like, we just came off of several really big battle episodes, right?
Yeah.
So this one was kind of reset things a little bit. You okay? You look like you look like you were trying really hard to like not shit yourself.
No, it's not that.
Or maybe to try to shit yourself.
Back muscle problem that I'm trying to just deal with. It's okay. I'll be okay.
All right.
I'll survive.
Don't poop your pants.
I won't do that.
Nobody wants that. That's
locked up.
Face is going on a thumbnail, though. I can guarantee that.
Good. I hope so.
Yeah.
Back spasming, middle of the episode.
Yeah, back spasming.
We fight. We try hard.
Shit yourself. Back spasm.
I would never shit myself.
You don't know that.
I would never let myself shit myself.
I would never let myself shit myself. I think you need that on a mug. Anyway.
Yeah. That when you do one of those videos again, that's gonna be.
Oh yeah.
What I say.
I've been thinking about that.
Holiday edition.
Anyway. What were we talking about? Chainsaw Man.
The show.
I think that because of how, I think due to the truncated nature, how there's no filler, which I love about this show. It's one of my favorite things, is that this training exercise, which would usually last almost an entire season in many other shows, or at least 10, 12 episodes, I think it'll probably resolve itself by the end of next week's episode.
Yeah, it was 3 minutes in this episode, and then it'll be 4 minutes next episode.
Yeah. This show moves fast, and there's no standard anime. We're just gonna stand here and yell at each other.
No
filler in these episodes, and I think that is in the case of one viewer, genuinely appreciated.
I mean, it didn't insult me on the show at all. It was just a little bit of a letdown, but I'm still thinking this show is awesome. I love it. It's so much fun.